And hello everybody, I'm Sherry Schreiner. I wanted to do this report because it's been alarming. I had heard in the United States they were testing their RFID chip in people's left hands, right hands, and kids lining up to get it as the new tech fad. Well, I'd heard about it in Australia too. But right now, Australia becomes the world's most microchipped nation according to yournewswire.com, clearly taking the lead in the microchipping fad. And so I just wanted to show you what this article has to say, and then have some of my own comments, show you some of the stuff I have. And of course, I've made videos before on this 666 microchip mark of the beast. This says Australia has become the first widely microchipped nation, with Australians paying out $150 to get microchips under their skin. And as you can see, she has both hands. And this is what the chip looks like in an x-ray. It's about the size of a grain of rice. And they can put it in either hand you want. Right hand or left hand. And this says, while Americans remain wary about the idea of microchips for humans, the campaign to normalize microchips has been successful in Australia. That they consider it as another organ of the body, and boast they can use them as loyalty cards in stores to receive discounts. Let's go down here. News.com Australia reports, it may sound like sci-fi, but hundreds of Australians are training themselves into superhumans who can unlock doors, turn on lights, and log into computers with a wave of the hand. Folks, this is the mark of the beast. This is the prophetic end-time events the Bible warns about in the book of Revelation. One thing I want to point out, because it's something I noticed here in America, is that the people coming out and running to get this chip and promote it are their own. Now, I don't know about her because I can't see the eyes. There are many innocent people getting duped as well. But the ones spearheading it as the best thing to do, the fad, the ones they show on TV promoting it, are usually hybrids. And these kids are the ones that are going out and getting the chip to influence others to go get the chip. And in doing so, they're getting roles in rap videos and small movie roles, and to encourage and push other people into getting the mark of the beast. In my book, Interview with the Devil, I had a section in there about this very thing, and this is what I want to show you right now. And in my book, for several days, the Most High pulled Lucifer up to heaven so I could ask him questions and talk to him. Yes, I spoke to the devil himself. And in my book, I relay the conversations I had with Lucifer, and this is part of the conversation. And I'm going to go ahead and read it to you, because I know some of you don't like to have to stay up and read to the scrolling. So we're talking about something, and then I quoted, and then what? And we're talking about in terms of the mark. We snuff out America, force our chip into everyone, and win. We win the world once and for all. No haters, just everyone loving me. And I said, this chip implant, the mark of the beast? And Lucifer says, that's what you guys call it. We call it the initiation. It's loyalty. I'm putting my stamp on my own, cattle branding. And he laughs, and he says, they're mine. And so I asked him, what else does this do besides cattle brand them? Does it tie them to a machine? And he said, in a way, yes, because we can turn them off. Piss us off, we kill you. We just turn the chip off, plain and simple. People will be crying, yes, master, just to keep their lives. And he laughs, and he refers to us, our slaves, and laughs. And Lucifer said, we can wipe out entire populations. Killing people will be so easy, and a lot faster and more effective than vaccines. I can't wait for that. And he goes on to say, the initiation into our Luciferian kingdom on earth, and he's laughing, My kingdom, no haters, no light. Christians will be long dead and gone by then. They'll be the first ones dead as far as I'm concerned, since everyone else just follows us anyway and does what we tell them. Not much resistance from them. It's the Jews in America, the real Israelites, the real Israel. They'll fight us, but we're ready for it. And I said to him, you realize the Ark of the Covenant is in America. Lucifer says, I don't need it. We can either play to deceive or just outright kill them off for dissenting. We'll see how it plays out, but we have options. We don't need the Ark. We don't need another temple in Jerusalem. We don't need props when we can just kill them off and get rid of them once and for all. Lucifer said, you destroy the little narratives we have playing out in the churches there. That's why we're going with other options now. You do too much damage to us. It would be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad, but everyone else follows your lead and takes your stuff and spreads it out there as well. The worst thing you can do to us is pull them out of the churches, because it takes them away from our control, our narratives, timelines. You blew the lid on the Masons controlling that. Lucifer laughs. You've done a lot of damage to us, but no one listens to you anyway. And he said, I'll still have my time to destroy what's left of your ilk off this planet. I'll cattle brand them all. That's my prize. Cattle branding those who Dad thinks are his. I'll get them. Folks, the mark of the beast will destroy your soul. In the Bible we read in Revelation 13:14-18, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, talking about the second beast, the false prophet, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And in Revelation 14, verses 8-11, it says, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. The mark of the beast's enforcement is not a small blip of Satan's schedule, it's the main focus. And once that phase is over, he won't care anymore. He'll go hide, because he knows destruction is coming. And the chaos he's unleashing on earth, he can't even run from himself, because he will be blocked from leaving it. Snuffing out the rest of the light in the world, anyone who resists him is all he cares about. Once it's gone, game over, he'll hide. All I can do, folks, is put the truth out there. What you do with it is up to you. Here's some pictures of the chip that's been implanted in people's hands, so you can see it. And these heal, so that you won't even notice that this chip is in their hands. Here's forehead options. I don't know if they're going to stick a chip through the forehead or use some kind of tattoo. The chips are so small that the tattoo can be embedded. The chip can be embedded right inside the tattoos. It's right hand, left hand, the wrist, or the forehead, folks. You know, in Revelation 13 again, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. In Revelation, we see the usage of Greek word dexios, meaning both the right hand and a metaph as metaphor for a place of honor or authority. It also is translated, and I have it somewhere on here. In Revelation 24, neither had received the people that were blessed and made it through, neither had they received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. Because this is the Strong's word I want to talk to you about. In Revelation 14:9 and 24, you see both hand and hands from Greek word shire, having one meaning of by means of anyone. To take with the hand doesn't specify any particular hand. It could mean either left or right hand. By means of anyone basically means either hand, left or right. Some people might take the RFID microchipped in their left hand because the Bible says right hand, when in Revelation chapter 13 it should have read either hand. Don't take a chip, folks, the RFID, the NFS, any kind of chip implant in either of your hands or your forehead. There is no forgiveness if you do. And it talks about the judgment coming upon those who take the mark of the beast. You can read about it in chapter 16. One of the judgments is that a noisome and grievous sore comes upon the people. It's a noisome odor. Noisome means obnoxious, hurtful, destructive. It's offensive. Smells disgusting. So it's an offensive odor coming from these people who get the chip. Grievous means causing pain and trouble. Diseased or blind, in an ethical sense, evil, wicked, bad. Causing grief or great sorrow. It causes a noisome, grievous sore to these people. Sore is also like a boil. So imagine having all these people walking around with these huge, infected, ugly, open sores that don't heal and smell putrid. And these sores are like tumors all over their bodies, and there's no healing from them. The mark of the beast is mentioned 8 times in the book of Revelation. For those who are saying the mark of the beast is not a chip implant, how would you describe a chip implant 2,000 years ago, even 100 years ago? The basis of the mark of the beast is you can't buy or sell without it. Today we have credit cards, chip readers, implantable chips. The mark phase of the New World Order agenda is to implant chips in everyone so they can be scanned, replacing cash and credit cards. It's the form of buying anything. The mark of the beast could be a metaphor for the Antichrist. The devil is also known as the beast computer. And these microchips contain a 16-digit number that ties you into the beast computer. If the Satanists know the microchip implanting will be implementing the mark of the beast as prophesied in the Bible, then why are so many Christians and churches arguing against it based on scriptural interpretation of something that was described 2,000 years ago? They didn't know what a chip was. It's common sense, folks. The New World Order agenda isn't about tattooing people. It's about chip implanting people or using tattoos with chips in them. Some of these sites say the beast isn't a chip implant. In the Bible codes, the Hebrew language chip is another term for mark. Mark and chip are synonymous. It's the same word. I've been warning about the mark of the beast being a chip implant since I started analyzing Bible codes over 15 years ago. Be prepared, folks. Be prepared. How many people will they mislead and deceive based on their own interpretations of the KJV instead of just asking the Father himself? Do not get a chip implant for any reason, folks. It will damn your soul. Don't be deceived by Christians coming to the forefront, deceiving you about the mark of the beast. Satan owns the churches. All little pastors leading the mega churches today are going to lead you into hell. Satan owns them. Be alert, everyone. Be aware of what's going on. Say no to the chip. Say no to the mark of the beast. God bless everyone.